David Benavidez pressures Caleb Plant. In this video, I'm going to show you what David Benavidez says, and he's putting pressure on Caleb Plant to fight him today. The trash talking, it looks like it's escalating to something different. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Listen, last 28 days, I looked at my YouTube analytics. It showed 50% of you were subscribed to my channel that watch the content, which means the other 50% of the people that consume my content for last month have not yet subscribed. So there's an easy fix. Hit the subscribe button. Maybe you forgot, maybe it slipped your mind. Some of you may even think that you're subscribed to my channel when in fact you are not. YouTube has unsubscribed you. So just check it out and subscribe. Worst case scenario, you can unsubscribe if you ain't feeling the content. Follow me at Boxingego1 on Instagram. I am the man. We taking over the gram again. So we've been getting busy. I've been getting busy. David Benavidez, this is what he said. He posted this on his story. It says, Benavidez fires back at Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant left a comment and it says, this fight is whack, but the guy is David Benavidez's biggest win, and this is my comeback fight. Make it make sense. So Caleb Plant is fighting Anthony DIRRELL, and he's saying, how are people saying my fight with Anthony DIRRELL is whack, and I'm coming off the Canelo fight in a loss, and he fought the same guy, and this was his biggest fight. So David Benavidez's response was this. It said, yeah, but I beat him at 22 years old, and you fighting him at 29 years old, you effing clown. Oh, wow. These two do not like each other. I mean, if you can't notice, these two do not like each other at all. That is abundantly clear. I don't know. I guess certain personalities don't mesh well. And then David Benavidez said, this fight better happen this year. Or somebody said, this fight better happen this year. That's what the label says. Listen, I concur. I want to see it, man. I need to see this fight happen, because the two, they've been going back and forth online, and then they had that little altercation with the gym. We got to see some action. I got a ton of videos coming up. Errol Spence, he's in shape. You guys see right there, there's a sneak peek, Ego Weight Watchers. So make sure you guys come back for that. I also dropped the Jamal Charlo video. He was on Mike Tyson podcast. Mike Tyson had some thoughts. So, make sure you guys follow me. I was asking you guys, Canelo versus Triple G3. Do you want to see it? These are also the latest. Shout out to Ryan Hafey, photographer extraordinaire. These are the groundbreaking recent photos of today of Errol Spence in training. And you can see the man is dialed in as he prepares for his upcoming fight with Yordenis Ugas. So boxing is starting to get real lit, and I got my work cut out for me. So at the end of the day, you guys need to subscribe for the latest and greatest. Now, back to David Benavidez, Caleb Plant. I mean, the two don't like each other. The two have been at each other's throats for several years at this point. Because I remember doing interviews at fights and stuff with Caleb Plant, and he was saying that Benavidez got to stop playing with his nose. And, you can find a lot of the comments back and forth from both guys online. Either way, I agree. The fight needs to happen. My style is this with covering boxing. I don't like to. Boxing is the sport you don't disrespect. And if recent fights, if anything, that'll show you that. Like, a lot of people didn't expect Mick Connellan to get knocked out by the Leywood dude. We can go on and on and on. Upsets happen, things like that. Now, I don't think that David Benavidez would lose to a David Lemieux at 168 at all. But David Lemieux, he's known for power. He's known for having cracks. So I just don't like to jump too far ahead. And it's not even just David Lemieux and Benavidez, the two Davids, the tale of two Davids. It's Caleb Plant also got his upcoming fight against this man. And Benavidez is like, yo, I stopped him at age 22 and you just now getting to him. I think that's a little bit unfair though, even though that's the good point with the ages. I just think Caleb Plant, some people who are calling the fight weak and whack. One, DIRRELL's coming off a sensational knockout, top 5 knockout. So he's coming off of a good spot. And then the other issue is Caleb Plant is coming off a stoppage loss to Canelo Alvarez. So people, I just feel like boxing is getting to a Twilight Zone type of space where people aren't even remotely trying to be realistic. Like a guy, first of all, David Benavidez, y'all know I like David Benavidez. Like y'all know, and I like Caleb Plant a lot too. But my thing is, I mean, who's gonna want to fight David Benavidez coming directly off a stoppage loss? You see what I'm saying? It's just, that's not sensible for anybody. David Benavidez, Mike Tyson called him Mexican monster. So he's a monster. He was asking Jamal Charlo some questions about him as well. Say, hey, if you can't get Canelo, fight him. But boxing fans aren't realistic. That's bottom line what it is. You're talking about a guy who just came off of a loss to what's supposed to be the face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, you know, and he's not even really taking a step back. He's fighting a ranked guy. So it's like Caleb Plant's being disrespected here, to be honest. And I'm not talking about David Benavidez because he's disrespecting because he don't like him. I'm talking about boxing fans. Boxing fans are disrespecting Caleb Plant. And like I said, DIRRELL's coming off a sensational win, and the opposite can be said for Caleb Plant. He's coming off a loss to Canelo, who stopped him in the 11th round. So I think that's fair. However, that being said, they do need to fight. I definitely think they do need to fight, David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't want it to be one of those fights like Gary Russell Jr. versus Leo Santa Cruz, where it's just like, for whatever reason, this fight ain't happened. This is a great fight. If they both win their next fights, please make the fight next. That's all I'm saying. But being realistic, coming off the Canelo loss, I mean, I don't see why anyone would want to fight David Benavidez as their very, and that's not even being cowardly or anything. I know, you know, people say whatever they want to say. You got to be realistic. This is really a fighter's career. You know, you got to make sure your fighter's still cool psychologically. You know, give someone the time to learn from their loss. Like you look at Amir Khan. Amir Khan, he's tasted many defeat. When he lost to Canelo, his next fight wasn't no David Benavidez. He fought Phil LaGreco. You know what I mean? And he knocked him out in 40 seconds. That's boxing for real. When he lost to Danny Garcia, he came back and fought, what's his name? Wouldn't I say Oscar Molina? Carlos Molina. That's what it was. You see what I'm saying? And he moved Carlos Molina up in weight to 140 front. He was a 135 pounder. So, you know, fans just got to be realistic. I understand the trash talk. David Benavidez, he's good at the trash talk. So he makes people want to get in it, and he's ready right now and stuff. So people get turned and amped and stuff. But at the end of the day, we got to be realistic as fans. Let me know how I did in this video. I do want to see him fight this year. Would be amazing. I'll pay top dollar for it. I'll support the fight. I'll advertise the fight on my channel, all that good stuff. Let me know how I did in this video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe to the next videos. Ego. And I'm out. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.